practically my steering wheel.
We're in a car. I can't really go away from that. Hey guys, today's video is going to be talking about Avengers Infinity War. I don't really know the premise behind it, so it's probably best if you lead to say what it's about.
Okay, without spoilers.
Without spoilers.
Okay, so there's this almighty alien named Thanos who goes around different planets, wiping out half of it to ensure that the population have all the resources they need. And his next sort of, you know, goal is to collect all of these 6 Infinity Stones that were created in the Big Bang, which sort of represent a different part of life. That's basically his mission, and the Avengers / the Guardians can't really let him do that because it'll wipe out half the population of the universe. So that's basically the plot of the movie.
Not the biggest Avengers or Marvel fan in the world. I'm just gonna put that out there now before everyone starts to hate me.
I am.
Rhianna has already done a review separately about this if you want to go and see her kind of like in-depth talk about it on her channel, but I thought I'd just have a discussion because I know that I wouldn't enjoy this as much as you do.
I dragged her.
What did you enjoy the most out of it? I'd like to know. Like,
I think I had a different perspective on it second time because it wasn't the first time I'd seen it. Maybe first time I liked the risks that Marvel took, even though most of them I know are not going to happen in the end. No spoilers here, no spoilers here. But I think a lot of people who don't know the, you know, fate of the MCU were a bit shooketh, you know. But the thing I think I liked most was just how different it felt as a Marvel film, I guess. It still had the same, like, you know, the same humour in all the wrong places. Because, like, you're trying to be emotional.
I don't think I literally laughed.
And you ruined it
One of the
with
the jokes. I was literally like straight faced the whole time.
I liked a few of the jokes.
I haven't watched a lot of the Marvel films still, so I feel like I could have enjoyed it a lot more if I had have caught up with them.
Some of them are unnecessary. Some of them I feel like are necessary.
Like, I mean, I saw Thor Ragnarok and I saw Guardians 2, but other than that I haven't seen any of the other recent ones. But I felt like I still knew what was going on. So I don't think it's necessarily you have to know what's going on and to have watched all of the films to really get a grasp. Like the first, I'd say like half an hour to an hour, I was kind of a bit bored. Like waiting, because you are just waiting basically, aren't you, for stuff to happen.
It is a lot of build up.
Yeah,
it's a long film,
considering it's like 2.5 hours of just, and then an hour of that or so is just like waiting for everything to happen.
I mean, something I did say in my review is that like the story is split up into like 3 parts. So there's like Earth, and then there's like 2 parts of space with the Guardians, with Star-Lord and Tony Stark, and then with Thor and Rocket. And something I said in my review is that all the scenes with Thor and Rocket and Groot I found pretty boring and overstretched.
See, I was the opposite. See, I found that the opposite. I thought the ones with like Steve Rogers and all that, and Iron Man and everything were boring to me.
But like the scenes with Thor for me were maybe like a little bit too overstretched.
Yeah, I thought Thor was a bit like, like
it was just like, well, like, can't we wrap this up? You know, why is Tyrion Lannister here?
I was like, he's a dwarf, but he's not.
He's a dwarf, but he is not a dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was interesting. Yeah. What didn't you like about it?
Well, the thing with Thor, obviously.
Yeah.
And like, I always have the same problem with Marvel movies, with the whole like humour thing. Like some of the one-liners I genuinely find funny, but I just want them to be serious for 5 seconds and not make everything into a joke. And sometimes I feel like the threat is taken away from that.
I think that's why I just hate Avengers movies, waiting for the punchline to happen.
Yeah.
And because you never know if someone's actually dead, because they always seem to come back to life. So I never get that like, oh, they're really dead, I'm sad about this, because you know that they're probably just going to come back to life again.
That's very true. Marvel has made a record for themselves.
So I just can't enjoy it, because I'm just like, well, nothing's actually happened what you think is going to happen. So it gets a bit tiring after a while if that keeps happening. That's an
interesting perspective.
You know what I mean?
So I genuinely enjoy them, because I like the characters.
That's fair enough, that's fair enough.
But you were saying like most of the time it's just the same story over and over again. And it is, basically.
That's just the premise of superhero films,
but you know, like with this one I felt like it was maybe a little bit different because of Thanos, I reckon, just because he is such a weird psychotic dude.
The thing is, he's psychotic but he's so calm at the same time.
I know, like the fact that he thought what he was doing was right.
Like he's one of the people that genuinely thinks he's doing the right thing.
Himself, and it's like, whoa!
In his mind, he was doing it for a purpose.
It's a bit scary, isn't it?
So I don't know, I thought that was interesting rather than just being like, I'm gonna kill you just because I want to. You know, as most like supervillains and whatever are.
You know what? It's refreshing to have a different perspective.
For
Because
someone
if
that doesn't
you,
like it.
sometimes when you don't go with the crowd, it's, you know, it's a bit more interesting.
I'm not just doing it to be against the crowd.
No,
I just, like,
I get
genuinely
you.
don't
Like,
understand.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Blade Runner, and everyone thinks it's the best masterpiece ever fucking
Blade
made.
Runner.
Like, calm down.
But then I like really stupid crap, so I can't really, you know.
Each to their own.
Each to their own. Yeah, I don't think this is like any actually informative of anything. I thought I'd just share my feelings and Rhianna could share her feelings, and I want to know what everyone else thinks. And if anyone has the same opinion as me, that would be really interesting, because everyone else I've talked to doesn't. And I'm like, surely I'm not the only person on the planet that
No, you're
is
not.
loving
Trust
it.
me, like, you're not.
I'd like to know other people's opinions about this. Now that I've seen it, I feel like I do need to go back and watch lots of things I've missed on, and then maybe watch it again.
I feel like you need to watch Civil War.
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yes. Black Panther. Because I feel like you'd enjoy Black Panther
I
a
know, I
lot
wish
more.
I had kind of seen it now.
I've seen Thor Ragnarok. Doctor Strange, not that important. Spider-Man, not that
I
important.
don't like Doctor Strange, just putting that out there.
Ant-Man, not that no one likes Doctor Strange.
If you have any opinions and thoughts about this, I would love to know. As usual, head over to Rhianna's channel if you want to check out what she's
If you
talking
liked
about.
the movie.
It's probably, if you like the movie,
Come to my
probably a bit more of a coherent talk through about what actually happens. Other than this just shouting. For like a solid like 13 minutes so far. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to either of us, please go and do that right now. If you have any film suggestions of what you want us to see. It's my waffle. I'm a donor. If you have any suggestions of films that you want us to go and see and have a little rant review about, as we always do, then leave those in the comments too, and I will see you guys soon. Okay,
Goodbye.
bye.